Good Sunday morning to everyone. I had somebody in the comments, from a couple of days say that if I don't align with our allies and support the UKR, the Z-Man, there's something wrong with me. I responded and said, well, there must be something wrong with me in a good way, because no, I don't support money laundering, theft, corruption. And as for allies, you mean those allies that are also using it as a corruption money laundering tool? You mean those allies that want to bring the United States in and fight for them? Use our treasure, our young men and women, to go in there and have a war with Russia that could turn into a thermonuclear war? Is that what you want? Is that what you're talking about? Apparently so. We have a divide that keeps getting further apart, and I don't understand, I don't understand their thinking. And, they don't understand ours either. And it concerns me because there was a time when you could say, you disagree, you agree to disagree for the most part, and you go about your day, and you might even be friends with these people. I think those days are long gone, or at least for the most part. Hey, you want to come down? Say hello. Say good morning. You doing good? You having a good day? You ready for a nap? Yeah. You're not spoiled, are you? You're not spoiled at all, are you? Okay. All right. I'm going to put you back down there with Teddy. You all right with that? Yeah? Okay. Okay. All right. There you go. So it's hard to explain, and I think it's a lack of critical thinking. And it can go the other way too. There are folks who, not to that degree, but there are folks who believe that Trump can do no wrong. I'm not in that camp either. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to. I truly think he's trying to help the country and save it. Actually, he's not perfect by any means. He has many flaws. But we have a divide that just keeps going. And where that leads, I don't know. It concerns me. I believe that Trump and those around him, the cabinet, even members of Congress, on both sides, but especially Republicans, the cabinet, Trump, the people close to him, are in peril. And I mean physically. I believe they're in danger. I'm going to tell you why here in a little bit, especially developments over the last 24, 48 hours. I also have some observations that some Mrs. Dawg and our observations over the last day or so. Ms. Dawg and I went out and did some runs, some prep runs, and so that's interesting. I also have a terrific passage, a powerful passage I will share with you towards the end of this video, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. It's a good one. Somebody asked in the comments yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, no, day before, because I didn't do a video yesterday. We were busy. I'll go into that. Are we in the question was in the comments, are we in the beginning of tribulation? I don't know. I've asked myself that, and my question is, are we approaching the end of days? I don't know. Certainly seems that way. It does. And with the super advancement of AI and the supercomputers and this effort, it seems like it appears to be this effort to replace God, to make humans into something different, or even replace us. I'll go into that a little bit. If I don't as much on this video, I will in the next video, but I don't know if I can get all this stuff. But anyway, first of all, some observations from the last 24 hours. This Dawg going out and doing some things, and right here locally, what we've noticed, and you can even dial that back even to our Tennessee trip, our East Tennessee trip, and then here, is that there's a difference. And I'm talking about customer service. I'm talking about people in general. I'm talking about even quality customer service, quality of food when you eat out. It's different. It's not as good, especially where we live around here. It's just, and I know there's exceptions and good places and bad places. Let me do restaurants first. And we don't eat out that often, but on a Saturday or Friday evening, we eat out, and it's usually the similar places. It's especially the local places. And we've noticed that it's here around close to where we live. It's increasingly getting tough to do that. We were eating out somewhere yesterday, and Miss Dawg was like, "We're just going to have to do takeout from now on." I mean, maybe it's part of getting older. Maybe it's this get off my lawn. I'm trying not to come off as the get off my lawn guy. I'm just trying to be reasonable too. But she was like, "We just need to do takeout from now on," and we do that sometimes too. But it's the behavior of the people around you. It's not so much the service was pretty good at that location. The food was okay. For the price, it's another day. That's another video. But the people that were around us, and it wasn't that crowded in there. But I'd say these people were in their mid-20s, late 20s maybe, behaving like children, and it would have been better if they were little children, because I could understand it more. I'm good with that. A little child runs around. That's kind of, I'm good with that, and especially if the parents are trying to rein them in, and I get it. We've been there before. So I'm good with that. But these aren't children. They were acting like children, but they were loud, rude, inconsiderate, cussing. And I know. I'm when I was that age, and I was telling Miss Dawg, and she agreed. We were that age. I truly don't think we did that. We had consideration. We were taught right. Now, there were times we did stupid stuff, but not in public. And I know the rooster you're probably watching now. We talk sometimes, and we've discussed this. We did some dumb things when we were kids, or did dumb things when we were young adults. But this is different to me. This was it was just so irritating, and but that's just something we noticed. Now, retail now, customer service, especially among the younger folks, and I know not all younger folks are like this. We get good service from young people too, but the bad ones, it's just barely talk to you. Yeah, we're buying stuff. At least say hello, have a good day, and is that too much to ask? We bought some stuff, and we went to Home Depot, and you buy some things and don't even offer a bag, and you got to do everything yourself. It's weird. I don't like it. It's not a good feel. We went to Lowe's for something different. We had to get some paint stuff. We're going to do some work around here, and that was an older guy. He was I don't know. This guy's probably in his 40s. He might have been a little older. Awesome. Bent over backwards. Good customer service. He didn't have to do all that. He helped us out, and he had the knowledge, and he even, and it was busy. It was a Saturday, and he even, every now and then, he would look over, and not just us, other people that were waiting to put in their order to get the paint mixed, the paint mixture done. I think do that there. And it took some time. We were patient because it's busy. And he would look over, he would even look up every now and then, and acknowledge, working on it, hadn't forgotten about you, just know we hadn't forgotten about you. We're working on it, doing it as quickly as possible. And I'm like, thanks. That's all we need, acknowledge it. Is that too much to ask? This guy was awesome. I should put in a big thumbs, shout out to this guy. Whatever they're paying him, it might not be enough. This guy was good. Anyway, so you see the good and the bad, but it's frustrating to see so much of the negative. Now, I will contrast that with when we were in East Tennessee. I have to say, This is gonna make you East Tennessee folks happy. We were traveling, so we ate out more than we usually do. And I will say, every time, and it was a mixture of type of restaurants, in general, the service was good, it's consistent, the food was fine, and the people around you, the other customers and all, very considerate, nice, friendly. I mean, just overall, we went to a local place. We've been there before, on the outskirts of Chattanooga, not in downtown Chattanooga, but on the outskirts, in the neighborhoods where the folks be. A local place that was just pleasant. It was crowded. People are talking, but it's like pleasant. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like people are being friendly, and they're and there was a booth next to us where there was an couple older than us, and there was a younger family come up that recognized them, I think from the neighborhood or church, something, and they had kids with them. They were well behaved. They stood there like they had sense and been brought up right. And it was so nice to see they were having a conversation, and the older folks knew their parents, and they had it wasn't irritating at all. I didn't mind that at all. It's just, and all around, people were just like acting like adults and just enjoying their day, and they just went about their business. I mean, and that was the theme all around that area. It was nice. It was nice. But just some observations. Also, food prices, man, we were in a large chain grocery store known to be lower price. I can't, and I have to admit, I have a potato chip addiction, y'all. I have a potato chip addiction that is like something really fierce. It's really bad, y'all. And I'm working on it. I'm trying, but it's difficult. But a bag of chips like $7, man. $6, $7, $8. I'm like, really? Like the family size used to be like it pays better just to get the family size that lasts longer. I can make that last a while. $8 chips? No, I don't need them that bad. No, maybe that's the answer to me curbing my addiction is the price. Like people with the smoking, addiction, the price of cigarettes is enough to make them quit. Maybe this is it with potato chips with me. Maybe it'll help. But it's unreal. That's just one thing. I mean, a bag of chips is $7. A bottle of ketchup is like they want to charge $7, $8 for that. That's insane. That's insane, man. Anyway, I had to vent a little bit there, so bear with me. I believe our leaders are in peril. I believe, especially Trump and his crew, some things I've been noticing in the news. FBI Director Kash Patel has requested a private security team, his own team of security, of protection, and a direct line to Trump. I don't blame him. I think this is very telling. He does not trust the current FBI agents to protect him. That's concerning, which means that he has received intel or knows something to where he does fear for his own safety. And think about it. And that's real. He is in peril. The vice president confronted by pro-UKR protesters, Ukraine protesters, while walking his 3-year-old daughter. They rush around him and accost him verbally. He engages with them. Now, he's flanked by Secret Service. However, he's being heckled and yelled at with his 3-year-old daughter in tow, man. And he finally said, can you, you're scaring my daughter. Can you back off? Is that too much to ask? Now, if he hadn't had protection, what do you think would happen? Also, breaking news from last night, midnight last night, an armed man getting really close to the White House, threatened and pointed his weapon at Secret Service agents when they came out, when he got too close. And the way the story reads is he was confronted by Secret Service. He pulls a weapon on them. Well, you know what's going to happen at that point. They neutralized this dude. Didn't say if he survived or not. I think he did. Very close to the White House. Those are just things we're hearing about. I think they're all in danger. I really do. It's getting, and that's kind of the way, my point too, of how things are going so divided, and that divide, it just keeps getting further and further and further out, to where my concern is that if they don't take a chill pill or something, people are going to get hurt, and it could be bad, and it could be very messy, it could be very ugly. And so that's my concern. And we're not immune to that, if you think about it, and if you really think, we have to be on our P's and Q's and keep our awareness up as well, even just as regular people. So keep that in mind. But I'm really concerned. It's like people are losing their minds more and more. You got road rage. I saw a video where a young lady got on top of a hood of a car. I don't know what happened before it. She just left her car and went to the car behind her and just jumped on the hood and was like laying on the hood with her face against the windshield. The driver didn't get out. The driver's stopped, of course, and just, I don't know how it ended up for sure, but it was a short video, and this is a young lady on the hood of this car, threatening, and right in the windshield of this driver. To me, it looked like that girl needed to be 1013. She needed, to say a mental crisis, to say the least. But however, if somebody's jumping on your hood of your car and onto your windshield, at that point, if I'm in the car, first of all, don't dismount your vehicle. That's my thought. And have protection inside your vehicle. At that point, I have protection ready to go, because your vehicle, if somebody's coming through that threatens to and actually makes an attempt to get through it, crack your windshield, break, at that point, all bets are off. Especially in Georgia or Tennessee, something's going to happen there. And it's not going to be pleasant for the person who jumped on my vehicle, okay? I'm taking action at that point. Now, if they're just jumping on the hood, you can call 911. I'm putting out warnings like, dude, girl, dude, whatever you are, if you come through, you break something, you're trying to get in the vehicle, I will defend myself. It's not going to be good on you. Police are on the way, and if they do keep taking action, then you got to defend yourself. So we need to be prepared for that. So it can happen anywhere. I don't care what small town you're talking about. We're all nice here. That's fine, but it can happen anywhere. But yeah, I think the divide, it's really getting rough, and I don't know what that is. It's like I don't understand their thoughts. I don't know if they're just watching CNN or I don't know, MSNBC only, and they're brainwashed. I don't know. Think critically. People are not thinking critically, using their brains to really think objectively. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe they have a mental illness. Maybe they're under a great delusion. I think we are in a spiritual warfare for sure. I'm going to go to a passage, by the way, that leads me into that. But I think Satan is definitely super busy right now, y'all. This world, especially here. All right, I'm going to Psalm. I'm going to something you've probably heard before, but I think we need to be reminded of it. Psalm 91, first couple of verses or so. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Amen. And He is our refuge. He is our fortress in whom we trust. That doesn't say we're immune to pain and having hard times. We will have tribulation. It's also said that we will go through tough times. We will have tribulation. To be human is to have, issues, to go through some pain, to go through grief. We might have despair. We might go through a lot of stuff, a lot of illness. However, in the end, ultimately, he is our refuge that protects us from the ultimate, the total giving up, our salvation. We do have protection against that. We just accept him, stay close to him, stay close to Jesus. He is our ultimate protector in the end, and that's what ultimately matters. That's the way I look at it. And if we just hold on to that, never give hope, and just keep our trust, because he is trustworthy. All right. Hope that makes sense. Share your thoughts. Let's be safe out there. Be observant. Be safe. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.